TGIF. Thank God it is Friday, YouTube. MSG retired here, guys. And as everyone knows, this lovely face on the screen, Mr. Jeremey Dewitte, our favorite Special Forces Major, also the commander of the negative 37th Special Farces. Yes, Commander Dewitte is currently at the Gray Bar Motel, one of two that he frequents, and I'm sure he's enjoying his vacation. This was brought up yesterday, and I didn't have time. We did Throat Punch Thursday. I had Dirty Hippie on. That was a great show. Very interesting guy. Done a lot in his life. And, we may even have to do a follow-up with him because, there was so much stuff that we didn't get to talk about. And I really enjoyed that show. But Major Dewitte, so I did mention him yesterday, and he is one of the two prolific stolen valor scumbags that have yet to apologize for their indiscretions in regards to a military career. So we have one field grade officer, Mr. Dewitte, never even attempted basic training, never enlisted actually, because he couldn't. He was a felon at the age of 18. And of course, Michael Kaiser, Private Kaiser, the Staff Sergeant, 3-tour, 2 Purple Heart clown. So those are my two prolific stolen valor guys that have a media presence. Although Jeremey really hasn't been putting out a bunch of media. His girlfriend, however, she posts some videos that are not very flattering for him. I think it says, I dated a police impersonator or something. That's her channel. And she actually had a video up yesterday that Jeremy's back in jail and she's going to come on and talk all about it. But I was kind of waiting to see if something popped up on the court dockets that would explain a little bit more about it. And I really didn't find much, but we're going to go over that anyway. I got a couple of quick little video clips to play. First one, military claims. So let's play this one.
For 12 years in the U.S. Army as a major.
Okay.
So,
first, thank you for your service.
I did something wrong and there was an error because my brother was killed and I went home and got drunk at a bar and a girl lied about who she was.
Right.
That doesn't change.
Not well, okay? Listen, you're not representing your company well right now, okay?
Is he a security officer?
No, he's not.
You don't need to worry about who
Security.
I am. Are you cleared for that?
He owns this business.
Are you cleared for that? Sir, what's your GS level? Because I know what my military level was, my classification.
Okay, we don't need to go through.
Okay, great. Are you an officer?
No, I'm not, but I work for Customs.
CP35,
You have a federal badge?
please.
My badge is
Somewhat.
Okay. Are you a federal agent?
I'm a federal employee.
Okay. Then step aside. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, he's such a condescending prick. You know, he really is. And then let's see, I've got another one on military claims. And I want to give a shout out to Friday International Operations. Friday International Operations. That guy has got more videos on Jeremey Dewitte than anybody in the world. He has Freedom of Information Act request, every interview, every photograph, every report. He has it all. So go check out his channel. Here's another one.
I was Benning and then I was Bragg. I was originally a Ranger, 3rd Battalion out of Benning, and then I was 3rd Group out of Bragg.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Thank you. What did
All right.
you do?
I was I had a lot of MOS.
Talking to a real veteran here.
Which was communications, and then I was 16F Foxtrot, which was the M42 Duster. That's why I wear the hearing aids. I was on that more than anything.
Yeah, that was definitely probably different times.
Different times. No, those were real times.
But
And not your fake made up bullshit. And then we've got a police interview that Friday put up. And this I think I can't say for sure, but I think Kaiser may be taking some references to this.
Ever been in the military?
I have.
You were in what branch?
Army.
The Army. When were you in the Army?
I wasn't actually in the Army.
I wasn't actually
certified
in
and
the
trained,
Army.
and then I
No,
did
no.
private details.
No, what I'm asking you, have you ever been in
Never
the United
swore
States
into the United
military?
States Army.
You were
However,
never
the
sworn
United
into
States
the
Army
military.
trained me, and then the details that I
Yeah,
do.
but that doesn't make you in the
You're
military.
right. Okay.
Okay, so
wait, so you're a contractor for the government? That would be the only way.
I was a contractor.
I was a
I'm
contractor.
retired from the military. So,
Here we go.
that's why
So contractors are going to take a convicted felon with a fake military career and send them places. No. Just wanted to highlight those portions. He has never, ever, ever apologized for any of these bullshit claims. There's other pictures of him in this dress green uniform, and some of the ribbons he's wearing, one of them is a Silver Star, an actual violation of the Florida Stolen Valor Act. By wearing that ribbon in that uniform, he could have been charged, went round and round with that, tried to get the media involved in regards to the Stolen Valor. That never happened. But he is at one of his two favorite gray bar motels. He's in Osceola County. And I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, and I don't care. You guys are going to make fun of me anyway. Boom. Man, is he looking rough. Wow. He is really looking rough in this picture. Look at that beard. Woo. This is insanity here. Look at this. Look at that picture. Wow. So some of the key points from this, and this is all available online. You can look it up at the correctional facility of the inmates. It's got his inmate ID. He's probably got more inmate IDs than he's ever had different driver's licenses, I would guess. And he's a little dude too. He's 5'9", 190 pounds, a little chunkier than Kaiser. And it references 24 CF 469. And I couldn't find any new data from the 22nd. I don't know if he's going to be arraigned today, but this 943-0435. Let's talk a little bit about that. This is going to be really small for you guys to see, but the big thing, hopefully you can see it. I can probably zoom in a little bit. Sexual offenders required to register with the department. That's the 943.0435. So there's a lot of things that a registered sex offender must do. And Jeremey has a history of not doing it. He just doesn't do it. He's been locked up on this so many times. You just can't keep count with it. I went to that's their corrections picture. So I did a case search on Jeremey, and he's got 2 open cases. And this one is dated from 2022. This is all that's showing up right now. And the date of the offense was from 2020, and an initial status date of 6/29/2023. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch of stuff there, but failed to report change in vehicle. And if we look back at this, failed to report change vehicle. So it's definitely sex offender registry related, and he's got a total bond of 0. So all that means is he couldn't bond out yesterday, and most likely he has to go to his arraignment today. So, but I mean, the picture's just, it is sad. It is sad. He is in, you could just see that he has just run himself right into the ground. Yeah, no bond hold. He's there until the judge sees him. Now, Orange County, he was supposed to have a trial in March, and I looked again, and that's been pushed off to like June or July. I don't know if it has any, and that's all on the insurance fraud stuff. So I don't know if that has any bearing on this or not, if there's anything to do with that. So, but he did have, court dates. Let me just see if I can find it. Oh, if you view the case, that's how you find it. So if we view the case, so you could see all the counts. It's got a bunch of counts: failure to report change of vehicle, failure to provide registration information, So April 1st, he's got a jury trial. He's got a pretrial on March 19th, 2024. And a status hearing on March 1st, 2024. So I don't know if they will just hold him over until he has this status hearing. I don't know. These are new charges. So he had an initial appearance back in June 30th of 23. And this totally, I missed all of this. I really haven't been paying a lot of attention to him. I've been, scouring, waiting to see if he pops back up on YouTube and starts making some of his claims again. But that hasn't happened. Yeah, so many courts. He only really deals with the two courts, Orange County and Osceola County. Those are the two courts that he mainly bounces back and forth with. And those are the two counties that he has James, I don't know if Amir is back on the case or not, because his other cases over at Orange County, they were assigned to a public defender in the public defender's office. I think the Amir train has been derailed, most likely because Jeremey probably never paid him anything. Yeah, you haven't really missed much. There's some new players in the world of upside down of YouTube. So you got some stuff to keep up with or catch up with. It's been kind of cuckoo. And somebody told me that Wrangler covered this and was talking shit about Jeremey Dewitte. All right. Well, Kaiser's no better. He completely fabricated his entire military career, and so did this jerk off. But Kaiser actually attempted to have a military career twice and couldn't cut the mustard. So, oh yes. So he's, like I said, he's in the can. No bond. I expect something's going to happen today in regards to his arraignment, whether they keep him or not, since he has got a status hearing on March 1st. They might just keep him until the 1st and, take him right up there. I don't know what happened to the jury trial in January. Let's take a quick look. No available data. Huh. That's weird. So anyway, poor guy. No, he's not a poor guy. He's a menace to society. His Metro state certified agency, well, he had a business license, That's it. There is no certification for funeral escorts. The Metro State thing was he's not even supposed to talk about that anymore. But there's so many videos of him out there driving like a whack job and directing traffic and telling people to pull over. And then, of course, all the accident stuff with the, he was just recently in an accident and was having an argument with the guy and said, Afghanistan and Iraq, that's how I know what I'm doing. Yeah, really? Well, you can find him on a map, because that's as close as you've ever been to either one of them, is seeing them on a map. And the whole Special Forces thing, Guardians of the Green Beret definitely posted some stuff on him. Steve grew very tired of this guy very quickly. But like I said, until some type of an apology video is put out where they apologize for their making up such stories and lies. I mean, he even said his brother died over there. And then his brother's in a motorcycle accident, and he tells his brother to take off. And then he jumps on the bike and says he was the one that was in the accident. All videotaped. This guy has videotaped more evidence against him than you can shake a stick at, which is hilarious. So yeah, that's my update on Mr. Special Farces. Good old Jeremey. It's been a few years that I've been covering him, and it's been a roller coaster of ups and downs, and I guess what I should have shown was let me do this. Let me present. Oh, wait a minute. I got some easier way to do it. Much easier way to do it is if I just... Yeah, I know. I'm teching. It's hard. It's hard for me to tech. Here we go. Not that hard to tech. And let's zoom that in if I can. Come on. Here we go. Department of the Army. This was from February 6, 2020. Freedom of Information Office. Jeremey C. Dewitte. Processed, and there was absolutely nothing. Absolutely nada. As it is with most people that claim active duty, and you send this in, you get back a letter. It says, we have been unable to locate any records whatsoever. If you would, have some other information to provide, that might help. Yeah, dickbag, it is, but it isn't. If he was in there for a stolen valor charge, I would be very happy, because he obviously violated the Stolen Valor Acts by wearing that uniform with the ribbons he was wearing. One could make a case that using his veteran status to get contracts for his funeral escort business, Metro State Services, that could be construed as stolen valor. But getting anyone and getting any traction on it from anyone down in Florida, I mean, let's face it, Florida, they're surrounded by Florida man. So there's just so much craziness going on. It's almost normal to them. So they don't get all bent out of shape about it. And yeah, it's high risk funeral escorts. Yeah, high risk. That's why he carried a pepper ball gun. Oh, that's right. He's a convicted felon. That's all he could carry. And that rabbit hole, I tell you, I went down that rabbit hole, and it was nuts. Friday International Operations. Go check out all the stuff. He's got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos and clips along with a lot of Freedom of Information Act stuff that he covers. Yeah, he did do escorts. He had retired police motorcycles that looked like police motorcycles with all the purple and white lights on them. He had retired police cars, mainly the Chargers. He seems to be he's in love with the Chargers. And as a matter of fact, that's what he's driving now. The accident he was in a couple months ago, he was driving his retired Charger police vehicle. And of course, he leaves the brush guards and the spotlights and all that stuff on him, because that's what all the whackers do. Oh, the grunt braid, yeah. No. First off, officers never wear that. Second off, 18 series is not 11 series, not authorize that. So yeah. Yeah, the grunt braid, it's a blue infantry cord, and the 11 Bravos wear that. I mean, they gotta have something special, you know. They are infantry. I'm just a pogue. People other than grunts. So yeah. 13th tribe. It's warranted. Really? It's warranted? How dangerous funeral escorts can be? Really? Oh, by the way, as always, no mods. So troll away. Anybody? Whatever. Florida taking the vehicle plates. I don't know what you're referring to. He never had veterans plates, not that I'm aware of. If he did manage to get them, that's a big no-no. It was a Massachusetts state trooper that got Purple Heart tags through the RMV, and come to find out, didn't have a Purple Heart. And luckily, he was retired because he would have lost his job. But yeah, cops do them here too. If there's a funeral escort, if required, a lot of them, the hearse goes and everybody follows. One thing I love about down south, like in the Georgia area when I was living there, if there was a funeral procession coming, people would just pull off to the sides of the road and let them go by as a show of respect. And that doesn't happen up here, but I didn't know they took his plates. Oh, I didn't really watch that whole thing. You're talking about the most recent accident, and they took the plates off his vehicle. That's yeah. I did hear something about that. You're right. Verify insurance on his auto. Yep. And he couldn't. There's a lot of other stuff on that on the Osceola court thing. There's a bunch of stuff about mortgage. You can look up all kinds of stuff in there, and they come up. Mortgages and titles and all that stuff. Yep. Great. That's great. Massachusetts, massholes. They don't pull over for anybody. 95% of the time, they don't even pull over when they're in the middle of a traffic stop. And I see some of my longtime subscribers are in here. And I'm sorry, it's been so long since I've been keeping up with this. I was kind of waiting for that March court date. But again, in Orange County, that has been pushed off. If you guys got any questions, I'm actually paying attention to the chat a little bit more so than I usually do. If you got any questions that I might or may or may not be able to answer, I will be more than happy to. Otherwise, this was going to be a short one anyway. So those are the people that don't move over here. The ones from Massachusetts that move down here, yeah, those are them. Those are them. They're probably Q-tips too, you know, the whiteheads. That's what we call all of the older people that go south for the winter. We call them Q-tips. Oh, wow. RAF pilot. That's awesome. Distinguished Flying Cross. Super. That's awesome, Nick. When will I eat donuts and run a mile for Chief Tuttle, our hero? You know, I am such a fat bastard. I don't think I could run a mile. Yeah, I know Dick Bag. He can talk all he wants. You know, what was found out about him from Bruce at the Edison municipal offices when Sean called him is that he was the chief there. He was fired. And so fired Chief Tuttle, take a hike. I don't care. Just like he doesn't care about stolen valor. Obviously, he doesn't care about someone who's got 5 felony convictions and 5 pending felonies. Not to mention the only suspect in a murder case. Snowbirds, yeah, that's the polite term, snowbirds. But you know, if you look at the cars heading south in the fall, they're Q-tips, silver hairs. Yep. How is it? He's pushing the 1 day in basic makes you a vet. Okay. Maybe they showed up for basic training, got run over by a bus, crushed their pelvis and legs. Yeah, I guess they'd be considered a vet. Or if they got killed on their first day, they'd be considered a vet. That guy, he does not have a clue. I do not even engage with him. His comprehension is well below moron standard in the IQ department. It's well below that. Yeah, I don't think he's trying to make a comeback off of me. He's supporting Wrangler now, Killing Time. So, yeah, I like Wrangler. I like what he does. He's a good guy, and I'll support him. And if you have a problem with that, that's a you problem, not a me problem, or whatever the hell he says. He's Danny, you're my hero. You can run 500 miles in a day. Oh, and you're Peterbilt. That's doing pretty good in the Peterbilt. Yeah, he was wrongfully fired. I guess the town board didn't see the controversy he was involved with the same way that he saw the controversy that he was involved with. So, yeah, okay. That's why they don't have a police department anymore, because they got sick of all the goofballs that showed up to work there, because he was the chief of 3 to 5 unpaid volunteer police officers. Wow, that'd make me feel safe. Black coffee or iced coffee? I like hot coffee with just a touch of creamer in it. That's it. And I do drink black coffee every now and then, but I like it with just a little bit of creamer. Oh, Wenders, thank you so much. Holy shit. You guys don't have to do this, but I do greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Wrongfully fired from each part-time department. Oh, that could be. I know there's a certain somebody that's going to be on Throat Punch Thursday this coming week, who's probably going to have a lot to say about it. I'm going to have Barney Fife on here. That's right, Smashcock, Barney Fife. I'm going to have him on Thursday, and it's going to be at 7 p.m. this coming week. So just so you guys know, it'll be prime time. Yes, this is a Dunkin's K-Cup and my own disposable cups, and it's Dunkin', baby. Iced coffee is for non-Italians. I'm not Italian. I'm actually French and Polish, I think. Wow. 1,229 miles in 4 hours with Jeremey and his semi. I wonder whatever happened to that. I know he was going to school to become a semi driver. How does that work when you're a sex offender? Do you have to register in every state you drive through or spend the night? I wonder how that works. Yeah, I just love Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I got the K-Cups here for the house, and then when I'm out, I always stop in and get one. Yeah, 1900 my time. That is Eastern State. I could go Zulu on you, and that would just screw everybody up. Because Zulu is a standard time that doesn't change, and it's the same everywhere. That's so all the military can keep in sync, and the nautical people and all of that. Yeah, black rifle coffee is pretty good too. My wife, she really likes some of the Black Rifle stuff. So I've got a combination of both, but Dunkin's always my go-to. Yeah, Stanley. How did you know? And I use an old sock as a filter when I'm percolating it. All right. So, his truck driving resume was full of BS. Huh. I'll have to do that. And I'm sure I could probably find that over on Friday's page, or somebody will send it to me. I'd be curious to see that. I'm sure it's full of shit. Because if he thinks he's not going to get caught, he throws out all the military stuff. And then, lo and behold, it always comes up. Yep. Yeah, I'm sure he did. A lot of guys did. I had a canteen cup I used to make my coffee in, because you got the little packets of instant coffee in your MREs. Way back when I first joined, we were still getting the box C rations, and we had the powdered instant coffee in there, and it was nasty, but it was coffee. So anyway, like I said, this wasn't going to be a long one. I just wanted to give the update on old Jeremey. Thank God it's Friday. Guys, I'm trying to wrap this up, and then Dickbag comes in and says, Don Knotts banged my mom. Some of the random shit that you guys throw out here is amazing, but I love all of you. You guys are great. That's what makes it so much fun, is the chat, and it's almost like its own entity as a collective group. You guys go like over to Stone Vets, and it's great. It's great. It's like a roving convoy of the most awesome chat on YouTube. No doubt. So anyway, that's it for today. That's my update on Jeremey. As soon as I find out if he's been arraigned, I'll try and get those records up. Maybe I'll do a little short clip and go over the records. I won't do another live, but I figured you guys deserved a live today, so that's what I did. I got real life shit to do again yet today, just like yesterday, and we'll go with that. So I'm going to say it. Hey, make sure you hit the like button. I appreciate it. It helps the algorithm. You can hit the thumbs down button. That's fine too. I don't care. subscribe, hit the bell, all that other good shit. I really appreciate it. And we'll keep the heat on these two numbnuts until they finally come out. And between the two of them, it's going to have to be a video apology that comes out that can be shared. Thanks, Danny. I will. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll have a cup on you. Appreciate it. And with that, guys, have yourself a great day.